What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're into books, comics, note-taking, or just want a screen that feels more natural than an iPad, 2025 has a ton of e-readers to choose from. But with so many options, pocket-sized readers, big screen writing tablets, and now even color e-ink devices, the question is, which one's right for you? Today, we're going to compare 6 of the best options out there. We'll look at reading experience, writing features, design, battery life, portability, and of course, value for money. Let's dive in. Okay, let's kick things off with something that looks like a phone, but isn't. The BOOX Palma 2 is one of the most unique e-readers you can buy right now. At first glance, it looks like just another smartphone, but power it up, and what you actually get is a 6.13-inch e-ink Carta 1200 screen running at a crisp 300 ppi. That's the same sharpness as a Kindle Paperwhite, but packed into a device that literally slips into your jeans pocket. Reading on it feels surprisingly comfortable. Because it runs Android 13, you're not locked into a single store. Kindle, Kobo, Libby, Pocket, manga apps, you name it, you can install it. That makes the Palma 2 incredibly versatile compared to Amazon's more locked-down devices. You also get adjustable warm lighting, customizable refresh rates, and even scrolling for web articles. Battery life is about a week or so, which isn't as insane as a Paperwhite's month-long stamina, but given the power and flexibility here, it's respectable. The big limitation? No stylus support. This is purely for reading, not for jotting notes or sketching. Price-wise, it's around $280 to $300, which is steep for such a tiny device. But if portability matters most to you, like reading one-handed on the subway or carrying your library without even noticing, it's a fantastic option. Who's it for? Readers who want the sharpest pocket-sized e-reader with full Android flexibility. Not for note-takers, but unbeatable for portability. Now let's talk about the crowd favorite, the Kindle Paperwhite 2024. Honestly, this is the one I end up recommending to almost everyone because it just nails the basics. The latest Paperwhite still has a 7-inch, 300 ppi display, but Amazon has made a couple of subtle but meaningful upgrades. The contrast is better, so text looks darker and crisper against the page. Page turn speed is also noticeably faster. Amazon claims around 25%, and it really does feel snappier when flipping through long books. The reading experience here is about as comfortable as it gets. The front light is adjustable with warmth settings, so you can make it feel like real paper in any lighting. And yes, it's still IPX8 waterproof, which means you can read by the pool, at the beach, or in the bathtub without stressing out. Battery life is legendary. You can go weeks, sometimes even up to 3 months on a single charge, depending on your reading habits. It doesn't have color, and it doesn't do note-taking. But honestly, for just reading books, it's near perfect. The starting price is about $150, or if you spring for the Signature Edition at around $200, you get wireless charging, auto brightness, and more storage. Who's it for? Anyone who wants the most reliable, affordable, and hassle-free e-reader. The Paperwhite is the safe bet for 90% of people. If you want something a little different, let's talk about the Kobo Libra Color. Kobo has always been about giving readers more flexibility, and this model takes it to the next level by adding color e-ink. The 7-inch Kaleido 3 display still gives you 300 ppi black and white text, but color elements like covers, manga, and highlights show up at 150 ppi. It's not iPad-level sharpness, but for comics, textbooks, or just appreciating book covers in their actual colors, it's a big step up. The design is one of my favorites. It's got that slightly asymmetric grip with physical page turn buttons, which makes one-handed reading feel natural. It's also waterproof, uses USB-C, and supports Bluetooth for audiobooks. Where Kobo really shines is in note-taking. With the optional stylus, you can annotate in color, highlight directly on your books, or keep journals. And because it supports formats like EPUB, PDFs, and Pocket integration, you're not trapped in one ecosystem. Battery life holds up really well, too. 2 weeks to over a month, depending on the reading frequency. Price is about $230, which puts it above a Paperwhite, but below Amazon's Scribe. Who's it for? Readers who want color for manga, comics, or studying, and who love having physical page turn buttons. A great balance of features for people who don't want to be locked into Amazon. Yes, Amazon finally did it. The Kindle Colorsoft is here. For years, people asked for a color Kindle, and now we've got one. So how does it hold up? Well, it's basically a Paperwhite with a Kaleido 3 color layer. Text is still sharp at 300 ppi, while color elements come in at 150 ppi. Compared to Kobo's color readers, the Kindle actually looks a bit punchier when it comes to covers and comics, but it still won't compete with an LCD or OLED tablet for vibrancy. The good news is that everything you know from the Kindle ecosystem is here. You get seamless syncing with your Amazon library, access to Kindle Unlimited, and all your highlights stored in the cloud. The interface feels familiar, and it just works. But there are a few catches. Unlike the Kobo Libra Color, there's no stylus support, so if you were hoping to annotate directly in color, that's a no-go. And of course, Amazon still keeps you locked in, so you can't easily sideload EPUBs without conversions. Battery life is solid though, still multiple weeks on a charge. And the price? About $240, which is kind of steep when you realize it's basically a Paperwhite with color. Who's it for? Kindle loyalists who want color covers and the occasional comic or magazine, but don't care about note-taking or open file support. Now let's jump to the Kindle Scribe 2024, Amazon's big screen option. If the Paperwhite is for casual reading, the Scribe is for people who want to read and write. It's got a massive 10.2-inch 300 ppi screen, which makes text super easy on the eyes. If you read a lot of PDFs, textbooks, or technical manuals, the Scribe is a dream compared to smaller readers. And Amazon now includes the premium pen by default, so you don't have to pay extra for the best stylus. The writing experience is smooth and responsive. And with Amazon's updates, you can now write notes directly on the page with active canvas, not just in a pop-up. You can also create journals, convert handwriting to text, and sync notes across devices. It's heavier than the Paperwhite, so it's not the most comfortable for one-handed reading in bed. But for sitting at a desk, highlighting passages, or marking up documents, it's great. Battery life is still weeks long, even with writing features. And storage options go up to 64 gigabytes, so you'll never run out of room. The price? Around $450, which makes it a premium buy. Who's it for? People who want a Kindle that's both a reader and a digital notebook. Students, professionals, or anyone who loves annotating their books. Finally, we have the remarkable Paper Pro. And this one is in a league of its own. At 11.8 inches, it's huge, closer to a digital notebook than a traditional e-reader. It uses the latest Gallery 3 color e-ink, which means text looks sharp, but colors are soft and pastel-like rather than bold and vibrant. So while you can technically read comics on it, this device is really about writing. The writing experience here is unmatched. The pen is included, it has tilt and pressure sensitivity, and the textured display feels almost exactly like real paper. Lag is virtually non-existent, making it one of the most natural digital handwriting experiences you can get. The software is designed around notebooks, sketching, brainstorming, and productivity. You can sync your notes to the cloud, convert handwriting to text, and even integrate with services like Google Drive or Dropbox. Battery life is shorter than other e-readers, around 2 weeks with regular use, but that's reasonable given its size and features. Price is the big barrier, around $679. That's more than some laptops. But if you value the writing experience above all else, nothing else comes close. Who's it for? Writers, artists, and professionals who want the absolute best digital handwriting tablet. Not ideal for casual readers, but unbeatable for note-taking. So there you have it, 6 of the best e-readers and digital notebooks of 2025. Each one brings something different to the table. Whether it's the pocket-friendly BOOX Palma 2, the reliable Kindle Paperwhite, or the powerhouse note-taking of the remarkable Paper Pro. At the end of the day, the best device isn't universal, it's all about your reading and writing habits. Whether you're after portability, color comics, weeks of battery life, or the ultimate handwriting experience, there's a perfect fit waiting for you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe so you won't miss our next one.